UFC is back in New Jersey for a pretty good pay-per-view. We got two title fights at top, a rematch nobody asked for, but it's Merab. We love him. We're into it anyway. No time to waste. Let's get into it. First fight of the night, we got Vicente Luque taking on Kevin Holland. Luque 23-10-1. That is 16-6 in the UFC. Holland is 27-13 with one no contest. That is 14-10 with one no contest in the UFC across welterweight and middleweight. This will be at welterweight where he is 5-3 in the UFC. Luque has lost 3 of his last 5, but he has won 2 of his last 3. Holland has also lost 3 of his last 5, but he is coming off of a win. Luque, 33 years old. Kevin Holland, 32 years old. Gotta take the dog here. Vicente Luque, moneyline plus 220. It's actually grown. It's like plus 240 now, so hop on that. He has lost 3 of his last 5, but they all came to top 11 guys, including the former champ, Bilal Muhammad. All 5 of Holland's wins at welterweight came to guys over the age of 34. Vicente Luque, last I checked, still got 5 months before turning 34. So he's under that threshold. All right. That's all I'm saying. Also, 20 of his 23 wins have come by finish, and Holland has been finished 6 times before, including his last 2 losses. I mean, I don't know, man. Vicente, there's value. You guys are looking for anything else to take? Fight does not go the distance. It's minus 250. It's a hefty price. You'd have to parlay it. 24 of Luque's 34 pro fights have knock on the distance, and 29 of Holland's 41 pro fights have knock on the distance. That is 71% combined. And the over 1.5 rounds is minus 170. You'd have to also parlay it. Luque's hit it in 4 of his last 5 fights, and Holland has hit it in 3 of his last 6 fights. Next fight of the night, we got Mario Bautista taking on Patchy Mix. So Bautista is 15-2. That is 9-2 in the UFC. Patchy Mix is 20-1. This will be his UFC debut. Both these guys have won 7 straight fights, and both these guys are 31 years of age. I'm taking Patchy Mix money line here, minus 155. Pretty cheap price, I would say, all things considered. I'm parlaying it. I'll get to it in a little bit. Dude, he's an elite grappler. He's coming in to prove a point here. Also, we're going to talk about these 7-fight win streaks real quick. 3 of the 7 guys on Patchy's 7-fight win streak, former Bellator champions, and he finished 2 of them. 5 of the 7 guys on Bautista's win streak, no longer on the UFC roster. And we all know he arguably lost to Jose Aldo in his last fight. Just saying. So I'm riding with Patchy Mix here. Let's go. If you guys are looking for anything else, take the over 2.5, which to me seems likely is minus 170. So you'd have to parlay it. Bautista's hit it in 3 straight fights, and Patchy's hit it in 2 of his last 5, which it doesn't sound that often, but he did hit it in his last fight. Bautista by decision, if you like the dog, plus 235. 6 of his 15 pro wins have come by decision, including 3 straight wins, and Patchy's lone pro loss came by decision. And if you think Patchy's going to finish him, take Patchy by sub, plus 350. 13 of his 20 pro wins have come by sub, and Bautista was subbed in his UFC debut by Corey Sandhagen. So, next fight of the night, we get Kelvin Gastelum versus Joe Pyfer. So this was supposed to take place back in Mexico City. Joe Pyfer got sick. This is the rebooking. Gastelum, 19-9 with 1 no contest overall in the UFC across welterweight, middleweight, and a bunch of catchweights. This fight is at middleweight where he is 8-6 with 1 no contest in the UFC. Pyfer is 13-3. That is 4-1 in the UFC. Gastelum has lost 3 of his last 5 fights. Pyfer has won 4 of his last 5 fights. Gastelum still just 33 years old. Feels like he's been around forever. Pyfer, 28 years old. Taking the over 1.5 here. It's a little risky. It's minus 190. I'm going to parlay it. I'll get to it later. Gastelum's hit it in 6 straight fights. So, all right, smooth sailing there. Pyfer, though, only hit it once in 5 UFC fights. Gastelum's got a chin, though. Never been knocked out. Could see this one going long. If you guys are looking for anything else to take, I mean, hefty price, but Joe Pyfer money line here seems like a sure thing, kind of. Minus 345. He's got fuck you power, 4-inch reach advantage, way less miles on the body. I said Gastelum feels like he's been around forever. He's been pro for 16 years. A lot of mileage on the body. He's also 3-6 in the last 6 years. So, it's not like he's winning a bunch of fights or anything, but The end of the day, he is the gritty veteran. If you like Kelvin Gastelum, take him by decision, plus 600. Majority of his pro wins have come by decision, including his last 4 wins, and Piper's lone UFC loss came by decision. And if you like Piper to finish him, take him by KO. It's plus 275. When are you going to get Joe Piper by KO at plus 275? 9 of his 13 pro wins have come by KO, including 3 of his 4 UFC wins. I mentioned, though, Gastelum never been KO'd before, but first time for everything, guys. Could happen. We just saw what happened with Brad Katona. He had never been KO'd before. The legendary chin of Brad Katona, all right? It can get cracked. Co-main event, we got the women's bantamweight title. Juliana Pena taking on Kayla Harrison. Pena is 12-5. That is 8-3 in the UFC. Harrison is 18-1. That is 2-0 in the UFC. Pena has won 3 of our last 5. Harrison has won 3 straight. Pena, 35 years old. Kayla, 34 years old. So I wanted to take Kayla here. The price is just way too freaking high. So I took over 2.5 rounds, minus 200. I'm parlaying it with the over 1.5 in Gastelum Piper. Those two together got us plus 129. Pena's hit the over 2.5 in 5 of her last 6 fights, and Kayla's hit it in 3 of her last 4 fights. So I don't know if this one goes the distance, but it is a 5-round fight. I like it to at least go 3 rounds, right? So we're riding with that. I mentioned I was toying with Kayla. The price to me is too high, but if you guys want it, I mean, she's probably going to win, but fuck, man. Harrison moneyline, minus 550, little ridiculous. She's looked dominant in the UFC so far. She'll obviously be looking to wrestle. Juliana was just taken down 6 times 2 fights ago. Juliana also has like a 23% takedown defense. Pretty terrible. Pena's only fought once in the last 3 years as well, so it's like all signs are pointing to Kayla. If you think Kayla's going to finish her, take that. Minus 150. 13 of her 18 pro wins have come by finish, and Pena was finished in 3 of her 5 pro losses. So, like, she's been finished a bunch of times before. And honestly, I think there's a shitload of value on Juliana Pena by decision, plus 1,100. Half of her UFC wins have come by decision, including her last win. And Kayla Harrison, never been finished before, lost by decision to Larissa Pacheco. Main event, we get the highly anticipated rematch that nobody asked for. Merab Dvalishvili. Yeah, I'm dropping the V and going the W now because that's the way you say it, all right? And Sugar Sean O'Malley, 2, rematch from September 14th, 2024. Merab won a unanimous decision, 2 48-47s and a 49-46, although in real time, I remember feeling like it was 50-45, 49-46. Like the 2 48-47s make it seem closer than it was. It felt like a landslide for Merab. Merab, though, 19-4, 12-2 in the UFC. O'Malley, 18-2 with 1 no contest. That is 10-2 with 1 no contest in the UFC. Merab on a 12-fight win streak. O'Malley has won 3 of his last 5. Merab, 34 years old. Sugar Sean, 30 years old. I mean, if you guys know me at all, you already know who I'm taking here. Merab Dvalishvili, moneyline, minus 270. I'm parlaying it with Patchy Mix moneyline, plus 125. Fun fact, that is also the New York parlay, that 2-legger right there. Let's go. Merab dominated the first fight, almost doubled Sean's significant strikes. Took him down 6 times. It was only 9 months ago. I mean, how much better could Sean's takedown defense really get in that amount of time? Just feel like all signs are pointing to Merab. Probably does it a little more dominantly this time. Don't think he finishes him because it's Merab, but, you know, could see a 50-45 this time around, you know. The over 4.5, if you like that, is minus 250. You'd have to parlay it. Merab's hit it in all 3 5-rounders that he's been scheduled for in the UFC, and O'Malley has hit it in 2 of the 3 5-rounders that he's been scheduled for in the UFC. Merab by decision, I wish it was plus money because I probably would have just taken it as a single, but it's not. It's minus 150, so you'd have to parlay it. 15 of his 19 pro wins have come by decision, including 11 of his 12 UFC wins. And O'Malley obviously lost by decision in their first fight. And if you do like Sugar Sean O'Malley, take him by knockout, plus 500. 12 of his 18 pro wins have come by knockout. And Merab's never been knocked out before, but we've definitely seen him hurt before, so there's a chance.
I'm worth 100,000 like Woodrow. When a ball call me Wilson, going overboard at the Hilton.